Sorry it's been a while, I took on more classes than I should have in college and I had to focus on them, work and other video projects. I will be making more videos, don't worry, now on to this video. Hello everyone, and welcome to First Impressions, a show where I, TwitchyTopHat, watch an animated show for the first time and give you my first impressions of it after a brief analysis of what I just watched. At the end, I'll be letting you all know how I liked it with my arbitrary opinion scale, if I'll be watching more, and if I can recommend it to you guys. Remember, everything that I'll be saying in this video is 100% completely objective to me, so take my opinion with a grain of salt and do your own research, watch the show for yourself, and come to your own conclusion. If there's something I noticed as a pleasant trend in this current animation golden age, it's the rise of adult cartoons that are actually mature in their adultness. They are actually adult. Finally. Not just vulgar and shocking for the hell of it crap like Modern Family Guy and all the shows that try and copy it, but shows that take on brutal truths about the human condition and actually analyze it and make a statement. And I really do mean brutal truths. Now, this isn't just in regards to adult cartoons, of course, because they still have a lot of catching up to do. However, I have seen very competent and comprehensive characters, themes, tones, and compelling stories from shows such as Steven Universe, Over the Garden Wall, Gravity Falls, The Avatar Legacy, Star vs. the Forces Evil, Young Justice, Adventure Time, etc. Hell, even My Little Fucking Pony's Generation 4 reboot has well-written and dynamically expressive characters, great art style and direction, fun stories, and can actually take on badassly adult themes. Like say, for instance, this Season 5 episode on conformity versus individuality with communist undertones. Yes! From a show starring pastel-colored fucking talking ponies. Hell, that's arguably more adult than half of the random crap that airs late night on Adult Swim. Yet, somehow, there's a misconception that for a cartoon to be adult, it has to be gory, excessively violent, shocking, or vulgar, or all four. The thing is, if kid cartoons can take on adult themes subtly, then it would make sense for adult cartoons to take on these themes more directly. In this regard, there's Rick and Morty's cosmic horror and depressingly hilarious nihilism, and that show is brilliant. And then there's South Park's hilariously accurate and relevant satire in its modern seasons, but Bojack Horseman, it didn't look like a kind of show that could pull themes like that off, so I ended up pushing it into the back of my mind. It just didn't look like much. But out of sheer curiosity, when I saw it in my recommended shows list on Netflix, I decided to watch a few episodes and see how I felt about it. In 2 days, I had watched all of the 3 current seasons. Oh yeah, you heard me. It only took me 2 days. It's time for my first impressions on Bojack Horseman. The first few episodes of Bojack Horseman struck me as alright. And in this case, my first impression was that the show was funny and clever, kinda like the first Rick and Morty episodes, but not a whole lot more than that. However, there was something about it that I found engaging, so I decided to continue watching. And watching. And watching. And watching. And before I knew it, I had finished all 3 current seasons, and wow, okay, this is quite a show. To start off, the intro is great. It's unique and wonderfully stylized and flexible to the current state of the show and its characters, but more on that later. On to the show itself. Bojack Horseman is a masterpiece of cynicism and brutal truths, and unlike many shows trying to be deep and edgy and just ending up being satirical like South Park or pretentious like Family Guy, this show it'll put you in a certain mood. I really do feel that this is a show that has the rare ability to change your worldview, and whether or not that's a change for the better, that's up to you, because it will make you think about what you don't like about you, and it will give you a harsh reality check. Or as the show puts it,
full truth, warts and all. You're not gonna make me look like an asshole, are you?
I don't know. Are you an asshole?
even though the characters are widely anthropomorphic animals, it feels natural. The character designs and world design blends the depressing realism reality and the whimsical creativity of cartoon worlds in such a comprehensive way. The best comparisons of— God damn it, are you kidding me? The best comparisons of world design I can think of are Regular Show and The Amazing World of Gumball. To put it simply, it's the most human show I've seen in a long time. It has this fantastic skill of blending the comically ridiculous and whimsical with scenes that will kick you right in your heart's balls. It's cynical, depressing, and brutal, yet somehow at the same time it's uplifting and even optimistic at times. And that's because it's so incredibly well written and so many lines and scenes feel real because the voice actors give an impressive, multi-layered, and convincing delivery, and every character has a wide range of expression because of it. One great example of this good writing is the rule that the writers use for using the F word. They use it only once per season, and it's only when Bojack permanently damages a relationship, and every time it comes up, it's as brutal as it sounds. And I really do mean sitting, staring at a ceiling for an hour, kind of brutal. It's unbelievable what it can make you feel. Speaking of relationships, in this show there is no status quo.
No, I'm not gonna give you closure. You don't get that. You have to live with the shitty thing you did for the rest of your life. You have to know that it's never, ever going to be okay.
Things do not go back to a set reality after 30 minutes like episodic shows. Property that is broken in a previous episode, for example, will remain so in next episodes, and it'll even go as far as to be reflected in the intro. If there's a new character, the character will be in the intro, and once that character is gone, they will no longer be in the intro. It's really subtle, but it works so well, and I love it. Because of this, it feels so much more real, and things actually matter. Relationships actually matter, and whenever a relationship is damaged in the show, it's portrayed realistically and it hurts so bad. A lot of this is because the show does something profound with its main character, Bojack Horseman. Bojack is not a character that you want to connect with. He's shellfish, narcissistic, self-destructive, and cynical. But because they make him so believably human and flawed and damaged, you end up connecting with him and sometimes even relating with him.
It's not too late for me, is it? It's not too late. Diane, I need you to tell me that it's not too late.
Bojack,
I need you to tell me that I'm a good person.
Let me be straight, you do not want to relate with this guy, but you end up doing so anyway. You're able to see him as a real person with feelings and pains and struggles, and because of this, you connect with the part that you do not like about yourself, and you're forced to deal with it. That's right, through the colorful, happy veneer facade that the show puts on, it's really fucking depressing underneath. Now, as for the music, it's spot on. Every character has a distinct theme as well as each specific kind of scenario, be that silly and cartoonish or serious and devastating. The music always fits. As for the songs they've implemented, it's fantastic. Not only is it obscure songs, but they fit so well. Great examples of this is the final song in the beautiful underwater episode, and that song that plays in the episode 3 finale that'll punch you right in the gut, but also uplift you somehow. It's great. At its core, the show is a cynical critique of the glamour and wealth of the Hollywood lifestyle. Be that shady business practices, always choosing what will make you the most money, and often how the impression of passion is just an illusion. That everything in Hollywood is this nastiness that's been fixed in post. This show displays that these lives of wealth and happiness are also just an illusion, and that these lifestyles are really just hollow and sad.
See those tar pits? Hollywood's a real pretty town that's smack on top of all that black tar. By the time you realize you're sinking, it's too late.
If Rick and Morty focuses on nihilism, Bojack Horseman focuses on absurdism and does so fantastically. In a broad sense, it's a brutal commentary on the human condition that focuses on truth. No more hiding from reality from yourself. Once distraction fails, you only have yourself to analyze and you have to deal with it, warts and all. Would I recommend this show? Absolutely I would. This show is indescribable and it's my favorite currently airing, and possibly of all time. Yes, I'm serious, it's that good, so go check it out right now, but be warned, this is not the show for you if you like happy endings. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for next time when I talk about whatever the fuck this is. Thank you all for being very patient with me, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Now that college is over, I will be able to give making videos like this more time, and I'll have more out for you guys. This next semester, I've just taken Photoshop and After Effects, and I'll be producing some live action concept shows with some friends that I think will be a ton of fun to make and watch, so keep up on the lookout for that. In the meantime though, I will be continuing to make more videos, don't worry about that, and I hope you guys had a great time. If you would love to like and subscribe and press the bell on the side of the subscribe button so you actually get notified when I make a new video, that would be fantastic, and I would love you so much if you do that. Anyway, have a great day guys, and take care.